You are watching a master at work.
Now tuned into the greatest.
Welcome to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton, the world's greatest amateur. We don't have Chris or D Ruck today, but we do got a special guest. He's coming all the way out from the left coast, West Coast. My godson, Derek. What's up, man?
Woo! California Derek is in the building.
Oh, man. He rubbing it in. I'm over here in Connecticut. He got that good weather. We just had another storm.
In the sunshine, I just got so hot today I had to take off my sweatshirt because I was sweating all over myself.
See, I had on a hoodie and a coat. I had a hoodie and a coat. See,
I started the day off with a hoodie, but I ended the day with no shirt, so you know how that goes.
Whatever. Anyway, my boy Derek wanted to come up here. He wanted to touch on the Super Bowl. We weren't able to really, link up after the Super Bowl because, time difference. We 3 hours ahead and he, 3 hours back, but we was able to link up and he had some ideas that, he kind of wanted to touch on. But before we start, I want to thank everybody who's been subscribing, who's been liking the page. Please go on our YouTube page, our YouTube channel. Don't Shoot the Messenger, podcast is what it's called, but it's under my name, Professional Sutton. So that's what we got going here. You all right there?
I'm good.
You got a lot going on in the background. What you doing? Fighting?
What's going on?
What's that? Like a car? It's like you getting out of a car.
Oh man, I have my air conditioner on, man.
Oh man, this guy rubbing it in, man. This guy rubbing it in, man. I hope it snows.
Let me go ahead and turn that off for you, my man.
Oh man. So
too hot out here.
So where can our listeners reach you if they want to, dispute some of what you talk about today?
Well, I just started a new Twitter account.
Okay.
It's 2121 Derek Diaz, DEREK DIAZ.
Mm-hmm.
I do need some definite followers, man. I just got to back up. I only got like 13 followers, so.
Okay. Well.
And Instagram, I'm on Derek Diaz, again, DEREK DIAZ 21. You can reach me there. And I'm also on Facebook. My name, same thing, Derek Diaz. Not too complicated, man.
Nah, that's easy, man.
Or
that's
if you
easy.
if you have a PlayStation Plus and you have the PS4, I'm on there too, baby. I'm at Beastmode _21925. So if you want to jump on there and debate, play some Madden, whatever, man, I'm game.
Bust his ass real quick. Bust that ass in Madden.
Quit already knows what's up.
Yeah, right. Anyway, so we got you over here because I know you was pissed about a lot of stuff that people were talking about, and you being a real sports guy, you understand the game. But before we jump into that, I want to shift our focus to this whole Cam situation and how people was upset because he walked out. First of all, I just want to say this. If you show me a gracious and happy loser, I'm going to show you a loser. Because there's no way no one is that happy when they lose. Humility, I get it. He didn't disrespect anyone. He answered a question. He said what he needed to say. And he walked out because...
the middle of the field, shook Peyton Manning's hand like a man and walked out.
Exactly. But what they don't know is that it was another Bronco sitting within feet of him who was celebrating his victory. And Cam was like, damn, like I'm doing an interview and, you soaking in the moment, which is cool, but do that in another room. And correct me if I'm wrong, I never heard that happen at an interview before. I mean, I never won a Super Bowl, but again, they usually have it in two separate locker rooms, right?
Exactly.
So
why they would do that, I have no idea.
So do you think that it was to get a reaction out of Cam?
I think it was. I think
Okay.
it was. I think they definitely. I think win or lose, they were going to do that just so they can kind of spoil it for him, man. Because they were already telling him before the game that they want him dancing and doing everything that he does. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe the NFL had a problem with him. I don't know, but that's how I feel. I mean, trying to raid on the man's parade.
Yeah. So what do you think about the game yesterday? Oh yeah. Also, do you have your TV up in the background?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it down.
Yeah, turn it down a little bit because we're picking up everything. These mics, this mixer picks up everything.
I got you.
I don't want to catch no porno in the back, man. I don't want to catch the.
Man, watching ESPN, man.
Yeah, okay. That was fucking you. That's fucking you. And so speaking of ESPN, because you're watching it, if you ever want to come to ESPN, you can come here and see it, right? So just to let you know.
Connecticut.
Yeah,
man. I don't know if I can deal with that snow, man. I want
come in the summertime.
Frostbite or nothing, man.
Come in the summer, yeah, you'll be alright. Just pretty damn cold.
Your guys' summers are a little bit different than ours.
Nah, our summers are hot. We got
I can spend
hot
my summers in 60-degree weather.
Nah, man, our summers get to like 100, and it's very humid out here. It's actually disgustingly hot because it's so humid.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like it's just crazy. But I digress. So what was your whole analysis on the game?
I mean, you could take it as either you're a defensive fan and you loved what you were seeing, or you were a guy or a girl who loved offenses and, you probably hated it because you didn't see much offense yesterday. I mean, I liked it. I mean, I thought it was good. I was a little upset that I didn't get to see the dab. I mean, I wanted to see it at least once, man, but I didn't get to see it at all. I was a little upset on that, man. But I mean, congratulations, Peyton Manning, man. I mean, and we got the two Bay Area natives on the Broncos, C.J. Anderson, T.J. Ward.
Mm-hmm.
I actually work with C.J. Anderson's brother. Yeah, and I grew up with T.J. Ward in Antioch, California. So I mean, congratulations to both those dudes, man. That's good. I mean, he's the first guy from our city to win a Super Bowl, so that's big, man.
Nice. Now, for people who don't know where you are located, can you kind of give us like a little geographical location?
Located in Antioch, California, in the East Bay area.
Okay.
It's about, I would say, 25 minutes from Oakland and San Francisco.
Mm.
We're all in the same little bay.
So you are by where De La Salle is, right? Was it?
I live 20 minutes from De La Salle, right down the freeway, man. Yep.
Okay. So for listeners that don't know, De La Salle, they were like a high school power. They won like 10 years straight. They were undefeated. They won like 100 and some games without losing. Yep. And did your team have the pleasure of losing to De La Salle?
Oh, every year. Freshman through senior year, man. Never even came close.
Damn, that gotta hurt, man.
They had a lot of talent too, man. A lot of guys that went on to college and played on scholarships, but didn't make the pros. But they had a lot of talent, man. They had third stringers that could have made it to the league, man.
Wow. I just know Maurice Jones-Drew.
Oh yeah, another good dude. He's from my town too.
I know
another real good dude.
DJ. He played for Miami.
DJ Williams.
Yep. He was nasty.
Graduated in 2000.
And when the streak first started, Monty Toomer, right?
Yep.
So,
played for the New York Giants.
Yeah, man. I know a little bit. I know a little bit about De La Salle because they was scraping everybody. So don't feel bad, yo. They beat everybody.
Oh no, man. It was good experience even getting to play against a team like that, man.
Yeah, man.
They had a lot of talent, man. A lot of talent.
Mm-hmm. So since you know the game of football, as you know, like I said, this guy he can spit. He know people. He even know people from Connecticut. He's like, yo, you know something? I'm like, I didn't know he was from here. So he has a wealth of knowledge. So trust me, that's why he's up here. He's not just up here just to be, you know, spitting anything. He's actually up here because he knows what he's talking about, and he's about to show you what he know. Forest defense. What did the Broncos do that was so good to stop Cam? Like why was Cam not, you know, shining and dabbing on everybody?
Man, they were constantly blitzing and spying him, man. They were coming off that edge. They were blitzing safeties. They were blitzing linebackers. He didn't know where it was coming from, man. You know, you constantly see T.J. Ward coming down the middle. Constantly see, Trevathan coming through.
Yeah.
Von Miller on the outside. You know, he was under pressure. He was getting touched every time he got the ball. I mean, I'm not even gonna cry about it, man. But he was getting hit after the play.
Yeah.
There was a couple of times where I've seen where he got the ball off and, you know, they still hit him. So, I mean, he didn't get no penalty. At the end of the game, you've seen, when he got pushed in the end zone after he threw the ball and took a step and a half. He got pushed to the ground and, got up and nothing, you know. You could tell he was upset, man, but he grabbed onto his helmet and, you know, he shook it off. But, I mean, they got in his head real quick by getting to him, man. The secondary left no holes open, as you can see. When you look downfield every single time, man, you see at least one or two bodies around every single receiver, man. So he has no choice but to shut down, I guess, man. I mean, Von Miller was
LT,
like
man.
a maniac, man.
He was like LT last night, man.
He was making Michael Orr look like he was blind, man.
Well, the blind side for real, right?
The blind side was backing up and trying to block out to his left, man. Before he could even stick a hand out, he was already underneath him and spinning around him and dancing and jumping over him, man. It was crazy.
You know, it's like you watch him, and it was to the point where, you know, Cam was really feeling it, and you know, when you got a hand in your face like that, that's when you know you can't do nothing. And I think that purposely, you know, like you said, they were hitting Cam on purpose because they wanted Cam to know, listen, we're gonna come get you, and there's nothing you can do about it. So that's why Cam was not getting off like he wanted to get off. But also, they were playing man so well that, you know, Cam wasn't used to that. You know, Cam was not used to people being on his receivers. And like my boy Chris said yesterday, the receivers are really not that good. You know, they don't have really great receivers. I mean, Funchess is okay, but they don't have really receivers like that can really, like a good receiving core, like a Green Bay or even like the Steelers, who can like really do some damage. So when you don't have that,
go ahead.
So when you don't have that, then that's when you can have a situation where you can rush 6 guys. Cause usually when you rush 6 guys, you know, somebody's open over the top, you know, across the middle, somebody's open. But when you got 6 guys and nobody can get open, game over, man. Checkmate.
Like, yeah, just like how you were saying too, man. Like, they have no real game breaker receiver, man. All their receivers are average at best.
But the one that they do have.
When your best receiver is Ted Ginn Jr., there's a problem.
Yeah, this is not Ohio State. This is not Ohio State.
I mean, I got mad love for him, man. He's real good,
yeah.
Man. I mean, he was real good on pretty much every team he played on, but he's not that breakout star, man.
I think
not Kelvin Benjamin.
Nah, and he's a game changer on special teams. You know, like his role is not a game changer offensively. His game changer is, I'm going to make sure that, you know, when I touch the ball on this punt return, I'm going to get my team in position to score. But, you know, he can't catch. I mean, we all know, I love Ted. I think he's like one of the fastest dudes in the league, but we all know Ted can't catch, you know, so when, you know, when you don't have your main weapons and, you know, you can't really get off how you want to get off, you could send 3, you know, you could send the whole house. It don't matter.
Yeah.
That's what we saw.
I seen a lot of people putting Cam Newton down after the game
Yeah.
on social media, talking all the mess and saying how he wasn't he was the cause of the loss and everything. But you can't do much, man, when your receivers have almost double digits in drop passes, man.
Exactly. Exactly.
You can't. One player, I mean, can't make a difference, man, if he's not getting the blocking and the catches from his receivers, you know.
But
Yeah, Jericho. I think I counted on Jericho Cotchery, man. He had like I think four drop passes.
yeah.
Ted Ginn had a couple.
Mhm.
What is it? I'm having a brain fart. What's that tight end's name?
Olsen.
Greg Olsen.
Yep.
He might as well just stay in the locker room the whole game, man. What, two catches for 12 yards?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, you got to give it up to the Broncos, man,
Yes.
because they shut him down.
I
I
think,
didn't think that was going to happen, man.
and all the people who are not football fans or who don't know the game saying, "Oh, that game was corny, it was rigged." When you have two defensive teams, and when they can really shut the offense down, this is what you have. This is what you have. You have a situation where you're gonna have a low scoring game. It's gonna look like a Bob and Weave boxing match. Jab, jab, step back,
Exactly.
jab, jab, step back. Because one mistake and the game has changed. That field goal, in my opinion, set the tone for the Carolina Panthers. Wow. Blair Walsh, he suited up that day. I don't know what happened, but that was crazy. That
I
was
think
crazy.
a big momentum changer too is the first ball that Jericho Cotchery caught across the middle and dropped.
Yep.
Tolbert.
Tolbert.
They challenged it, and I mean, 100%. I thought he caught it, man. I thought they were
He
going to
caught
overturn
that.
it.
See, you know what?
Yeah.
That's
He got the hand under
Yes.
the ball. He cradled it. That was the game changer in my opinion, because right
Mhm.
after that is when they stripped him and scored.
yeah.
When
And-
Von Miller came off the edge.
And then, when you're talking about a momentum killer and when you're talking about, luck is being on somebody else's side, when Tolbert got that ball and he trucked through it and he fumbled, it was like, wow. Yeah, you
Yeah.
already know where this is going to go. You already know where this is going to go. And,
Exactly.
but again, no excuses given, like you said, but the Broncos played great. And if the Panthers would have scored, and even if they would have won by a point, we would have been praising their defense, because, I mean, they held them to 194 yards total offense. It's like, wow, like Peyton Manning usually have that in, one quarter. You know what I mean? So for him to have that in the whole game was like, wow. So that's a testament to the Panthers defense as well, man.
Exactly. I mean, to hold Cam Newton to 265 yards passing, no
Yep.
touchdown, and to hold the rushing game to
Mhm.
basically nothing. Cam Newton was leading the rushing game with 45. Jonathan Stewart had 12 carries for 29 yards and a touchdown on the goal line.
Yep.
Kerry Tolbert, two big fumbles, man. I mean, they got one of them back. But, I mean, those fumbles are game changers, whether you recover them or not.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Because Mike Tolbert's the key player, man, and he's a pretty sure-handed guy, man. He don't make mistakes. When he gets the ball, he's trucking forward, man. He came through. I think he even ran the safety over when he came.
Yes, he did.
When he came up the middle,
He-
and he still fumbled it. You know what I mean? And that
Yes.
big game changer, man. You can't
Yes.
let go of the football.
And like I said, dude was praying because he got ran over, and it just so happened that his helmet was able to juke it out, and I ain't never seen nothing like that. It was like boom, like damn, and now
You
So-
know when you seen that little fat stomach coming at him,
Yeah,
man. He was
man.
getting butterflies like,
Yo, wait.
shit.
when you got guys like that, I say on this show, when you got guys like that, him and Kim, you got two decisions to make, and those decisions usually aren't good. You either go for the legs or get out the way. That's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
Cam
That's it.
is like tackling a defensive end, man.
Yeah.
An
Like
athletic
250.
defensive end. That's
250. It's like even clowning the ball.
6'5", 250.
It's crazy.
Please,
Crazy. So
please.
so now that, I mean, the Panthers don't have to regroup, but because like I said, they just one play away from really winning the game.
Oh wait, but hey, before you go any further though, Ted Ginn also had that big muff, man, across the middle that allowed TJ Ward to get that interception, man.
Oh,
We were
yeah.
touching on Ted Ginn earlier about how he's not a number one receiver.
Yeah.
And I mean, he made some key plays in the playoffs, man, and I was looking forward to seeing him in the Super Bowl, man. But That muff across the middle, man. He was looking for the safety coming down. He wasn't looking for that ball.
Nah.
So it went right into TJ Ward's hands.
Yeah, he didn't want no parts of that. He
didn't want. He didn't. He's not about that life.
That was crazy. So so far as the Panthers getting back there, I think that get Kelvin Benjamin healthy, keep the team together, make sure that they play together, and just stay
Kelvin's
healthy.
big thing is going to be his recovery, man.
He's good.
He had an ACL injury, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's every athlete's nightmare, man. I mean,
yeah.
It's not so much as the ACL after it heals, man. It's everything else around it, man.
Yep.
Your body tends to compensate, man, and you start having injuries everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, his big thing is going to be his recovery, man. Don't try to come back too soon. You got all the talent in the world. You're on a good team. I only see him going up from here, man. I mean, they're only going to get better. I mean, now Cam's got the big game experience out of the way. He's got a world of talent around him, man. He's going to have his number one receiver back. I mean, Jonathan Stewart, he's proven that he can carry the load. I mean, I think they maybe need another speed back to go along with him.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they could pick up in the draft or in free agency. But, I see the Panthers sticking around for a while, man.
I agree. So
on another hand, though, with the Broncos, man, played a great game, man. Wade Phillips, defensive mastermind. I honestly didn't think they were going to hold the Panthers under 21 points.
No, I don't think nobody thought that.
I didn't see that coming, man. I mean, the way he was using stunts and blitzes, man, and coverages, he completely shut them down, man. You could see Cam Newton, even on that first drive, man. He was already kind of shook, man.
Yeah.
He didn't come out with his usual smile. He stayed in the huddle a little long, man. He looked like he was out of his game the entire time. I mean, they were saying on ESPN this morning that he was rushed out of the tunnel and he didn't get a chance to really do like his pregame warm up or ritual, whatever he does.
No.
So, I mean, from the start to finish, he was kind of thrown off his game.
I mean, we can sit here and say whether that made a difference or not. But at the end of the day, he just wasn't able to adjust. And when you have coverage sacks, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, for sure.
And like I said, they just did a great job, keeping hand in Cam's face. But like you said, the Panthers are not going nowhere for a while. They're going to be contenders for
Broncos.
Yeah.
I mean, anyway, too, with the Broncos that I was talking about too, was they were in his head from the first snap.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, he was overthrowing balls the first drive.
Yeah.
He was throwing it harder than usual. He was getting that ball. He was trying to split that ball into little windows that he knew weren't going to fit.
Yeah. Like one
play. He was just under pressure. But I mean, he stuck in there, man. I mean, I would have liked to seen him run the ball a little more.
Yeah.
But I mean, he didn't really have a lot of time, man.
No.
I mean, they were coming from everywhere.
They were coming from the bleachers. They was coming from they was coming from Oakland.
They were skydiving in behind them.
It was
tripping them.
Yeah, it was nothing. And I know one play stuck out where he tried to run like a little flag. I don't know what route it was to again, and he got out the pocket, but again, he threw off his back foot. We're used to seeing Cam make that throw. But like you said, Cam was not comfortable and he shorted the throw. I'm like, it's Cam, it hit the ground. Come on, dog. But
man.
Trust me, everybody next year will be watching this tape to definitely see how to scout the Panthers.
For sure. I mean, just like they showed, when you shut down Cam, man, you don't got to worry about much else, man.
Sad but true.
It is sad but true, man, because I want to see Cam succeed, man. I like Cam since back in the Auburn days, man.
I like Cam. I like
everything he does, man.
I liked him since the Florida days, man. I'm a Florida Gator, man. So
back in the number 13 retro.
Man. Yeah, when it was him and Tebow, man.
Back in the backup Tebow days.
Yeah, man. He allegedly took some laptops, man. Whatever.
Ain't nobody worried about that, man. Yeah, I don't care what he does off the field, man. I just care about what he does on the field.
But you know what? But some people, they're gonna argue with that. They're like, well, he should be all around great person. Yeah, but he really is. He doesn't do anything that jeopardizes his community. He made one little remark about being a black quarterback. And let's be frank, whenever, and the media has a way to put things where it doesn't seem as intimidating. Like, they don't say black quarterbacks no more. Do you know what they say now? They say
What's that?
mobile quarterback. You know, he's a great mobile quarterback, right? Am
Yeah.
I lying?
Yeah,
So when you reference a black quarterback, because one day y'all gonna have a Mexican quarterback in here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mark Sanchez, man.
Oh, God. No, seriously. No, seriously. I said a Mexican quarterback, who's real good. But anyway, that's the new thing. He's a great mobile quarterback. And just say he's a great black quarterback, but they don't want to be racist, so they say that.
He's a great quarterback, period. I
Exactly.
didn't see a mobile quarterback yesterday, man.
I
I saw
didn't
a
see
pocket passer.
Yep. For 200 and something
He has,
yards.
in my opinion, the best spiral I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He's got the best of the band. He's got power. He's got accuracy. He could put touch on it. He's got all the mechanics, man, of a perfect quarterback, man.
He has an arm like John Elway. John Elway had a beautiful spiral. Like the way he threw the ball, it was perfect every time. Brett Favre, you know, he gonna have a little wobbly, but it's gonna get in there. But John Elway, it was just it's like he threw the ball and his hand stayed with it and he put it where it needed to go. And that's how Cam Newton is, you know, like you say, just precise. And he's going to be fine. But now, what do you think Peyton's going to do? Personally, I think he should retire.
I was just about to ask you that same question, man.
He need to let it go. Because
it's time for Peyton Manning to hang the cleats up, man.
Yes.
Plain and simple. When you're 13 for 23, 141 yards, 0 touchdowns, interception, and 2 fumbles, it's time to hang it up.
Yeah. But not
That's
only
Peyton
that.
Manning.
But not only that, coming into the playoffs, he set out a tremendous amount of games. And Osweiler,
in my opinion,
you know.
Yeah, in my opinion, he didn't even deserve to be the starter, man. Osweiler was fine. I mean, they could have won that game with Osweiler.
They could have won it with a guy by the name of Trent Dilfer. Who am I?
Listen,
you know,
they could have won it with putting pads back on Brett Favre on the sideline, throwing his ass on the field.
Exactly, in his damn Wrangler jeans.
Like I was saying to everybody with the Wrangler jeans, like I was saying to everybody, man, he can't even throw the ball 10 yards anymore. When he throws the football, the nose dives down at the ground the entire time. It hangs in the air. Josh Norman, I don't know how the hell he dropped those 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's easier said than done, but those balls had no speed on them. They were just hanging. Looked like somebody shot a duck and it was just falling down.
Yeah, that was nasty.
But I mean, he's also coming. He's got that neck surgery. He said he might have to get hip replacements after his career. And then he was playing with a bad foot. His lead foot was bad.
Duh.
I mean,
we can see that.
You could tell when you watch him, he doesn't transfer his weight when he throws the football.
Nah.
He just, he kind of just gets it like he throws it off like he's stuck in the mud. He doesn't move around too much. That's why he wasn't able to get away. You know, when they were rushing in on him, and that's why Ely had such a good game yesterday. I mean, also because he was on point too, but Peyton Manning just couldn't move, man, not like he used to.
I would say this, you know, if Peyton leaves, bow out, let Brock Osweiler do his thing, let him learn. He's learning right now, but let him get that confidence in it being his team. Do not, if he stays, he will be selfish, in my opinion. That would be a selfish sucker move, because why are you staying for it? Like, what, you're not healthy enough to play another season. Like I said, you play half the season and you messed up my points in fantasy because you want to be playing like your little brother preseason. I mean, you know, during the season.
It was almost like John Elway felt obligated to start in the second half of the season.
Yeah.
You could tell, like, even from his interviews when they asked him questions about Peyton Manning, you could tell he didn't want him starting, but he's kind of obligated to, because you're not going to let Peyton Manning sit on the sidelines, even if he's in a wheelchair.
Exactly. And because the city of Denver, like, listen, if you could let Tebow start, damn it, you could let Peyton with a bad leg start. So if you want us at these games, you better bring Peyton out here. And, you know, until he's done Brock gonna have to take a seat. But I think he'll be a great quarterback. No, I don't want to say great. I think Brock will be solid. I think him learning on Peyton. I think him having that confidence, because I saw some glimpse of hope when he was playing, and when he had some wins, and he was able to read. He was able to make adjustments. So you can definitely tell that Peyton's tutelage has rubbed off on him. But again, in order for a quarterback to win, they have to feel like this is their team. Like when you're a backup quarterback in his situation, it's like you're driving a rental car, but you got to take it back in 30 days. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's nice, but I can't really tell everybody it's mine. I can only go but so fast before, I got to bring it back. But let Brock get his chance to shine. Peyton, please don't be selfish. If Peyton Manning comes back for another season, I'm not going to watch him. I can't. That's selfish.
I think the look on Eli's face said it all.
Yes. Eli was pissed. Eli was pissed. I love to see Eli
never
look stupid.
shows emotion, man. But you could tell he was kind of like, shit, I gotta one up him. Now I got pressure.
Yes. Now I gotta do it again. Shit. Damn.
Hey, but in my opinion, Eli still has the one up, man, because he beat Tom Brady twice, man.
Yes.
And Peyton Manning couldn't do that.
Yes, sir. You are absolutely right. So no matter what.
And no matter what happens with Peyton Manning, I think he should retire too. But he's always going to be remembered, man. So he's right now is his chance to ride off into the sunset, like Ray Lewis and John Elway. All these other guys that won that last Super Bowl and just took off.
I think it's
so. I think if he stuck around, man, it's gonna ruin his legacy, man. Because you can already tell he can't move, man. He can't throw the ball anymore.
No.
It's time to hang him up, man. And I didn't like yesterday either. How every interview that I seen after the game, man, all they were doing was talking about Peyton Manning. And, I know he was bigger than the moment, man, after the game. But, give him his interview and throw Von Miller in there, man. Throw your MVP in there. Give your MVP the credit, because he's the one that's going to put this team on his back and carry him to the future, man.
But
I think he should have gotten more camera time, man. I don't know if he wanted it or not, but I think that. What's up?
But you know the politics of the game. Peyton is he's the face of the NFL. Yeah. So if it will behoove them not to let him get 8 interviews in like 6 seconds, because that's what people want to hear. Like somebody want to hear Peyton kind of say he's going to retire. Like somebody want to say, Peyton, are you retiring? Well, not really, but I'm going to kick my feet back this off season. Like they want to take that and say, well, that means he's not coming back because he's kicking his feet up where usually he's practicing, So somebody want to have the it story. But I agree with you. Like let Von Miller.
In my opinion, he should have had at least one touchdown pass before they gave him that much camera time, man. They basically came in there, man, and put on a jersey and kick back and watch the defense win the game, man.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that team wouldn't have did much, man, without C.J. Anderson, man. 23 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown, man. But every time he touched the ball, man, he was breaking tackles. It was taking multiple guys to get him down. He was the outlooker, man. He was the guy that stood out on that offense for sure. Him and Emmanuel Sanders, man.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Sanders didn't get too many opportunities, but he made the most of what he got.
Yeah. But
6 catches, 83 yards.
But
he was targeted 8 times.
But when you talk about, like how you were saying, with Cam, if you let Cam, like take him out his element, then the game is over. But Peyton teammates around him said, listen, even though he's not doing his job, we're gonna have his back. So that was the big difference. But just think about this for a second. Like you said, Peyton had no touchdowns. Would you ever think that Peyton Manning would go into a Super Bowl and not have any touchdowns?
Nope, never in a million years. Man.
Exactly.
Peyton Manning changed the game, man.
Yes, he did.
He changed the game at the quarterback position, man. It was kind of sad in a way, man, to see the way he struggled, man.
Yeah, you know what? But again, it's Super Bowl. I don't think he cared. about his
And my
struggle.
my big highlight, man, was when Demaryius Thomas got flatlined across the middle
Woo.
and never came back.
And that's what I was. That's what we talking about.
Luke Kuechly got in that ass, man.
And that's what we talking about.
Yards, and that was the only catch he had. He was targeted 6 times and only caught the ball 1 time.
Yeah, when you hit somebody that hard,
he did catch it, he paid for it.
When you hit somebody that hard, they they don't want to punch that. You're like, listen, man, I got life to live. Okay, I'm not even 30 yet. I ain't gonna be doing this. The hell no. You better get that boy the manual. Shit, and let him do his job.
I think that bowl game lost him a little bit of money though, man, because he's set to be a free agent after this year. So
who?
Let's see what happens. Demaryius Thomas.
He's coming back. He's coming back.
Yeah, but he lost out on some money though. But I think they'll find a way to bring him back though.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't have a successful offense in Denver without him. I think he opens up the door for Emmanuel Sanders to come underneath and make all those big plays.
Exactly.
He opens up the door also for C.J. Anderson, man. So, I mean, three young guys, man. It's gonna be it's gonna suck as an Oakland fan to watch them all grow together. But I mean, they're gonna be good together, man.
Yeah, man. Listen. They're fine. They'll be okay. They'll be okay. So I think that the Broncos, Hillman's gone. Hillman's done. He's done.
Who is that?
Ronnie Hillman. He's done.
Oh yeah.
He's done.
Hey, I don't know if you've seen that after the game, but I was watching SportsCenter, and they were supposed to be interviewing T.J. Ward, right? And
don't tell me somebody fucked up.
The ESPN cast, man, it should be a come on man moment. I'm waiting for Chris Carter to say it, man. But they said we're interviewing now T.J. Ward, right? They started saying his stats and introducing him, man. And Bay Area kid, he won his Super Bowl and where it all started in the Bay Area, and they put the camera. They changed to where the field was, and it was Ronnie Hillman.
All black people don't look alike. Come on.
And they're asking T.J. Ward questions. How do you feel? How do you feel about your victory? And this and that. You're a hometown kid. And Ronnie Hillman's looking around like, what the fuck? Am I on the right station? And he's looking around at like the broadcasters, and he's about to take their headphones off. And they're like, TJ, can you hear us, buddy? And he's like, hey, man, they're looking for TJ, man. I think, the dude, the interview comes in, he's like, oh, no, we got Ronnie Hillman here, and trying to introduce Ronnie Hillman like he was the actual guy that they were looking for.
Snap. Snap.
Ronnie Hillman, man, 5 carries, 0 yards.
You know what, Chris Carter, I'll do for you. Come on, man.
They thought he was TJ, man. That's crazy.
Yo, man, listen. I ain't trying to make this a race thing, but Black Lives Matter, man. We all don't look alike, damn it. We all don't damn look alike. Get you a damn program where they got their pictures. Come on, man. Like, they don't look that much alike. Damn. Gina, shit. Black Lives Matter.
I knew automatically it wasn't TJ, because I know him personally, so I was like, what the hell?
Dog.
Ronnie Hillman.
Dog.
Like, what the?
They are a sports network. They supposed to know Ronnie from Ronald. I don't give a damn who it is. They supposed to know who's who. Like, this is your job, and you only got one job, and you fuck it up. Not only one person, but people fuck it up. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Chris Carter.
I'm waiting for Chris Carter to say it, man. Someone needs to hop on his Twitter account or something and email him that video or something.
Oh, man. You should do it. You do it.
I'm going to try.
You could be doing it as we speak.
Someone needs to, man.
That was messed up, man. That was messed up. But,
So, in your opinion.
What's up?
What do the Denver Broncos need to do from here, man, if they want to repeat next year, man?
Stay healthy. Get rid of Peyton. Point blank.
Get rid of Peyton?
Yep.
They need to get rid of him anyway. Even if he wants to come back, I wouldn't resign him. I'd just let him go.
Yeah, I mean,
like you said earlier, man. I'd let Osweiler maybe get a year or two.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they should know real quick after that first year, since he already has some game experience, if they're going to use him or not.
Yeah.
If not, go elsewhere, throw him back as number 2, man. As long as they have that defense, man, they're going to be at the top of the AFC West, man.
Yep.
The only other team I see catching them soon is the Raiders, man. The Chiefs are going to be falling off.
Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out.
They got a lot.
Seriously, man. Seriously, man. Come on. Come
about
on.
my team, man.
The damn Raiders. You must be talking
about.
about.
I see it is because the Chargers are they've been fell off. The Chargers are done.
They're done.
They need to just completely rebuild that squad, man. The only talent they got down there, man, is pretty old by now. You know, they got a lot of old receivers, old quarterback, old linemen. I mean, I don't see much coming from them in the next 5 years, man.
Nah.
Chiefs, they got a lot of free agents coming out this year. I don't know how many of them they're going to be able to re-sign. I mean, I'm sure number 1 is going to be Eric Berry, bringing him back. But they got to choose between Derek Johnson, Tamba Ali. I think D Ford's set to be a free agent. I don't know what they're going to do out there, man. They got Jamal Charles coming back off another injury. I mean, they got that other little running back though, man. I forgot his name, but yeah, he raised some eyebrows last year, man.
Yeah. You know what? For the Chiefs, I don't mean to cut you off. They need to.
No, go ahead.
They need to definitely either get a running back or solidify the one that they have at 2. Because Jamal Charles is great,
man. I think that the Chiefs should go ahead and just let Jamal Charles find another team, man, and start off young, man, because he's been hurt pretty much every year, man. He's carried the load for too long, man.
Yeah,
they need to re-sign what they need to re-sign to protect Alex Smith. They need to get him another top-notch receiver, man. He doesn't really have much to throw to out there. But they need to keep that defense together, man. That should be their number 1 priority, man.
Yeah, keep the defense together and get another quarterback who is not afraid to play. Again, when Alex Smith was in San Fran, he was a decent quarterback, but he didn't play to win. And I told people he played not to lose. And when you play scary like that, you can't really go too far, because he plays too safe.
Difference between good and great, my friend.
Exactly. So, again, they need them a quarterback. They already have a veteran quarterback.
To be great, man. Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
To be great, man, you got to have a little bit of that wildness in you, man. You got to have a little bit of that Cam Newton in you, man. You can't be afraid to mess up. You can't be afraid to make plays.
Yep.
You can't be afraid to be that guy. Like I feel like he just kind of shies away from that, as a leader, man. He shines a little bit away from the spotlight, man.
Mm-hmm.
Takes it too easy sometimes.
And and thank you for saying that, because a lot of people think I'm hating on him. I'm like, I'm not hating on him, but he's not a good leader. He's not.
Thing I don't do. I don't hate on players, man.
Yeah, but
I played football. I know what it takes to be, to be successful, man. On that, not on the NFL level, but college level, everything. It's just in general,
I mean, but you still, do MMA and, you still train. So, what it takes to be a great athlete, and again, you said, no knock against him, because I think that he's a great quarterback, but, you have to have that desire. You have to, be able to throw a pick and then throw 2 more touchdowns, or just be relentless, so, but he doesn't have that fire.
I think getting traded to the Chiefs though was the best thing that could have happened for his career too, man.
Yeah, because he was not going to do much with us, man, and I'm kind of glad he didn't go. So
So we touched on Denver. So Denver, bring back Osweiler. Try to keep your defense together. Panthers.
So just to let y'all know out there. So just to let everybody know out there, he came to list. Like he came like boom. Like this is what I want to talk about. He was ready. He was ready. Man. He was ready.
I had a lot of shit I had to get off my chest from that damn game, man. And in the offense, the off season, man.
But don't it feel good though? But don't it feel good to talk sports? Man. Like it's like therapy, right?
The better thing is we can go back and listen to it.
Yes.
And know we got it off our chest, right?
Yes. Listen. This is not gonna be your last time up here. Like.
Oh no! It's gonna be a weekly thing from now on, man. You better save me a seat at the table, man.
Yeah, I got you, man. Cause I have a table, man.
Otherwise, man. I'm gonna be pretty upset with you, man. I might not be playing PlayStation with you anymore, man.
Oh my God, something mad at me, man. I got you, man. So now we talked about the Colts. I'm sorry. We talked about the Broncos. We talked about the Panthers.
Talked about the Panthers. Talked about the Chiefs on accident. Talked about the Chargers on accident.
Everything. Yo, listen, like I said, when you doing the show, like you have a schedule, but sometimes like you have to go off the course.
Yeah.
And it's
get
great.
off topic, man. You have to talk about those other things. Right?
Yes, but you know what? But when you do that, it's somebody else that has a question, and we answer their questions. You know, it's just like if you were to like stop at like a store and you continue to grandmother house you go. You know, so listen, I love it.
Sure.
But off season, who do you think is going to get like a wow signing that's really going to shock a lot of people?
I think Josh Norman's on his way to Oakland. To be honest, man, I think
everybody can't go to Oakland. Everybody can't go to Oakland, man.
Hey, I'm right now the only two that I'm 99.9% sure on is Josh Norman. I mean, unless he gets franchise tagged.
Nah.
I don't see any other team.
Von Miller's getting franchise tagged.
I don't think there's any other team out there that can throw the money he wants in his face, man. Oakland's got too much money to work with. They got so much money they can give some away and still be rich.
Well, they better go get them a running back. Tell you that.
Latavius Murray, he ain't the answer, but I mean, he's a good complimentary back if you can get someone like a hard nose in there. I mean, shit, we'll take C.J. Anderson, man. I mean, he showed me a lot. He's going to be a free agent this year.
He going back there.
You got a lot of big names out there though, man. We got Forte out there, C.J. Anderson, like I said. There's dude from the Texans. I forgot his name.
Arian Foster.
LeGarrette Blount. LeGarrette Blount is a dark horse, man.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know about LeGarrette Blount, man. But LeGarrette Blount can get the job done, especially if he has a complimentary back like Latavius Murray to fall back with, man.
Brandon Jacobs.
Brandon Jacobs too, man. I mean, he was similar, man, but he ain't. I think LeGarrette Blount's a little bit more athletic, man. I've never seen a dude that's that big jump over people like they're nothing, you know.
Yeah, like he's just trapped.
I don't know how he's about 240 pounds, jumping over cornerbacks like nothing.
Nothing. Do you think that because we also talked about off season Ray Rice. Will he get picked up or he's done?
He's a big one that I had on my list, man. I want to see him make a comeback, man. I think that 100%, man. Everybody deserves a second chance. I mean, I've seen the film just like everybody else, kind of fucked up, but
yeah.
I mean, I think he deserves a second shot at it, man. I mean, everybody makes mistakes, man. You can't give him a life sentence.
Yeah, but
he's proven he could be that guy. He's proven he could be a team leader, man. I think that he just needs a fresh start somewhere. I
agree. And last year I was like, yo, somebody need to pick him up. And everybody kept saying, well, the year before, was like horrible. So why should somebody pick him up? But this year, dog, I think his time might go on.
2 years now?
2 years, man.
But I mean, he hasn't been getting hit or taking any punishment in those 2 years. I mean, he might be better. A lot of his old injuries.
Now,
last year, old injuries might have held up. He might be training. Of course, he's probably not going to have the same speed. He never really was a speed guy, though, you know?
Yeah.
He's the kind of guy that's going to run through a brick wall.
But last year, I would agree with you. But this year, I think his time is to just come and go. And I think that they washed him out the league so poorly that they wanted to make an example out. Like he was a scapegoat, man, and whatever happened between him and his wife, we're not condoning domestic violence, however, but they both were charged in the state of New Jersey. Yeah. The NFL knew about it. And for him to get blackballed like that, and then, the NFL also got in trouble. So why should he have to suffer? Come on.
They couldn't wait. They couldn't wait to put him as the poster boy for that.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, man.
It's sad to see, man, because he has so much potential. I mean, I think that someone should at least invite him to a camp, man.
I agree.
A lot of teams out there that need a running back, man. So, I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I think he should definitely be given a second chance.
I agree. Man. Yo, listen, I agree, man. But, even if he get a second chance, they're going to put him on a team where they got a great running back. They're going to make sure that they are 10 times as hard on him than they are a regular person. They're going to put him where it's like a 1,000-yard rusher, almost 2,000-yard rusher, and he's going to have to compete against that guy. He has no shot. Like the NFL, they know what they're doing, man. But I would love to see him somewhere, man. Just let him go, man. He learns lesson. Let him go. Let him go.
For sure. Oh, another thing I wanted to jump on with
What's up?
the Panthers, the Super Bowl, man. The big controversy over Cam Newton not diving on that second fumble, man.
Yeah.
I completely jumped back. I completely jumped over that, man. A lot of people say that they think that it was because he took he thought the ball was going to take a hop. I think I heard that in your podcast yesterday, man.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to run through people, man. He's not afraid of contact, man. So I think at that point he checked out of the game, man.
Okay.
I think he was done at that point.
So you think that he checked out?
Yeah, I think he checked out at that point. He was just like, I don't really like, because he was right next to the ball. He could have just fell on it.
Yeah. I think that he definitely was
I don't mean to
out.
backtrack, man, but I forgot all about that.
Nah, because I know that you want to touch that.
Back into my head.
It's all good.
You got a guy that's 6'5", 250 pounds, running through linemen on the goal line,
Exactly.
and jumping over. You're talking about a wild man. He ain't afraid to fall on a football, man. I just think at that point he was just like, man, this game's done.
Yeah.
There's no reason for me to jump on this ball. It was a split second decision. You could see he hesitated, man.
Yeah. He was.
He looked like Drake from that Hotline Bling
You
video
stupid.
when he was doing that little dance pattern.
Yeah, you stupid, man. You stupid. Yo, listen, I can't disagree with you, man. He ain't want no parts of that. He was like, shit, fuck this.
Come on, because you know Cam Newton, man.
Yeah, he know nothing.
Man. He's
Yeah.
bigger than everybody on the field, man. He's not scared.
Well,
He's proved it running through linebackers, man.
but again, shouts out to Denver though.
Hey, man, Wade Phillips, man. That
Yeah.
defense.
Yeah.
DeMarcus Ware and Von Miller, man, shut that down, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully next year we'll see a little bit more out of him, man.
Yeah, we'll see, man.
Okay, another one I wanted to touch on.
What's up?
Marshawn Lynch's retirement.
Yeah.
Man. How do you feel about that, man?
I think it was great. I think it was, what the NFL needed, I think that for so long, a lot of these owners and, the NFL has a culture where you need us, we don't need you. And he like, listen, I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm playing this game because I want to. I don't need to. I'm playing this game because I want to. And I think for him to say, listen, I don't need to play no more. I have the money. Good for him. Let him.
49 million apparently he has saved up in his career, man. So.
And
he just opened up a clothing store out here in Oakland, man. So I mean, he'll be doing fine.
I'm sure he has more. I'm sure he has, business people who are saying, listen, put your money in this, let it stretch. I'm sure he's doing a whole lot, but again, people don't talk about the stuff that he does for his community.
He's a lot smarter than people give him credit for, man.
Yes.
People forget that, man. He went to Cal Berkeley, man.
Thank you. Yeah, like that's damn near like an Ivy League school.
They want to be doctors, man.
Yes, thank you.
People don't understand, man. Like people think maybe just his football skills might have gotten him in there, got him through it, man. He got himself in there, man.
Yeah, because if he wasn't that smart, he would have went to a local school called USC.
He would have went to the private school where he didn't have to have the GPA to get in. Man.
Exactly. So, but it's being a fan, like the selfish side of me, like, come on, one more time. But again, it's like, but a person and how they treat him, like, fuck it, good. That's what the NFL gets. Good. Until they start treating their players better, good.
I mean, you've seen how long it took for them to change things, man, with people and getting their heads, their bells rung, man, getting their heads banged in, man.
Exactly.
I mean, it's gonna take them a while. They're people, man. They're not just pawns on a chess game, man.
Yes.
But,
And
I mean, I did want to see him play at least one more year, man.
Yeah.
I wanted, because the big talk out here was, man, he was trying.
He was
to
going to
penetrate
Oakland.
To Oakland.
We
man.
know. Everybody's going to Oakland. We know everybody. Calvin Johnson going to Oakland.
The only other team he wanted to play for. I don't want Calvin Johnson, man.
Why not?
All right, Calvin Johnson can go play for the Patriots, man.
And then he gonna win a ring.
Hey, I hope he does, man. I hope he does. I like Calvin Johnson, man. Calvin Johnson deserves to win. He deserves to be on the winning team for once in his career, man.
Now, what do you think about him retiring?
I think he still got more in the tank, man. I think he's going to end up signing with the Patriots for a year, man. I don't think he's going to stay retired.
But
I think once training camp starts, man, he's gonna ask for that trade.
yeah, but are they gonna let him go?
I mean, he's in good standing with the team and the owners and the management, man. So I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't let him go. They already know they're not going to win with him.
True.
I mean, a wide receiver's not going to change the game.
No, they're not going to win with Matthew Stafford. They're not going to win with Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
They can win with him. They can't win with Matthew Stafford. That's the difference.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. So.
I mean, and they're still building that offensive line. They still can't find a running back. They have years and a lot of coaches to go through before they see the light of the day, man.
Yo, like when you talking about somebody getting done dirty, Matt Millen did them dirty. He did them dirty. Like he's like they are reaping the benefits of the Matt Millen era. But Jim Schwartz had him in okay position. They was okay. Like they made the playoffs, but it's just that Detroit curse, man. I don't know, man. Like them, Cleveland and Cincinnati are just Midwest. It's like the Midwest monsters. Like they just have bad luck, man.
Listen, I mean, I think everybody. I mean, a lot of Oakland fans would want him to come to Oakland to play, but I mean, I think we just got too much young talent for him to step in. Man. I think he would ruin the chemistry between Carr and his receivers, man.
No, we
got a lot of talent, man.
I mean, I don't think he'll ruin it. I just don't think he's needed.
He's definitely not. They can use that money elsewhere.
Yeah.
They can get themselves a couple of more linemen.
I was about to say, get some offensive linemen. Block with their Carr. Get a nice D line to complement Khalil Mack.
Exactly.
That's all y'all gotta do because y'all have a young team. So when you guys remind me of like the 2005 to 2008 49ers. Remember how young we were, and we had to take our beatings. And then, that youngness start to turn to maturity when we had Golston and we had Vernon Davis. And then we had, not Navarro Bowman, but, we had Patrick. We had Patrick Willis.
All those youngsters.
Yeah, we had some youngsters. So then the only thing we had to do was get some veterans and just plug them in there. And that's what Oakland has to do. And, there you go. There's your Oakland plug. Me being a 49ers guy, plug in the Oakland guy. There you go. You happy? You happy now?
I think losing Justin Tuck, man, I think that wasn't good for the defense, man, or the team
he was old.
role, man.
He was old. He was.
Yeah, but I mean. He was still, he's still like the big brother on the team. I think they're going to keep him around though. I think he's still going to be around in the locker room and stuff. I mean, I don't think they're going to, completely keep him out. Man, but anyway, to jump back on Megatron, man, I think his best fit would be a team like the Patriots, man. Yeah. A team that has that quarterback and is already gonna make that postseason, man.
Or he can
the edge.
Or he can stay in his division, and he can go to the Packers.
It depends if the Packers can afford him or not, man. I mean, I'd like to see Aaron Rodgers throwing him the football.
Listen, I think right now he just want to win. So I mean, money is something that he could. Not saying he can care less about, but he wants to win. He wants to win. So
I'm sure he has no problem taking some sort of a pay cut to win, man. He wants that ring, man.
I mean,
I'd like
might
to
be
see him on the Packers. I mean, I think some potential spots could be Green Bay, obviously with the Patriots. I don't. Besides those two, man, I don't really see too many other teams, though, man. I'd like to see him on a team like Seattle, man. Let all those other guys go and bring in a stud, man.
Yeah.
They don't need to re-sign Jermaine Kearse or Ricardo Lockett or any of these guys, man.
But they got Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham, but he hasn't showed up yet. He's still in New Orleans, man.
He's the Mardi Gras.
Yeah, man. He still hasn't showed up yet, man.
Yeah.
I think someone like Megatron could help them out, man. Especially now that they don't have to pay Marshawn Lynch. His salary, they're going to have a little bit of money to work with. I see him thriving under or with getting the ball thrown to him, man, by Russell Wilson, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's definitely going to be.
Now, the word it comes down to money, man, because they still got some hiccups on the defensive side that need to re-sign.
But I think people been talking about Seattle, people leaving, coming back, leaving Seattle, and them signing. I think that those guys out there, like they're really dedicated to Seattle, man. But
oh yeah, sure.
I don't see anybody leaving.
But I mean, Ken Chancellor showed it during the offseason, man.
Yeah.
He's not going to play if the money ain't right. Jermaine Kershaw already said too that he's not going to take a hometown discount, even though he's from Seattle. He said he's not going to take the hometown discount. So
yeah,
it's going to be rough to see where they're at, man.
Good.
Training camp.
Good.
Yeah, I mean,
good,
man.
I hope nobody signed. I hope nobody signed. Good.
But I mean, I think they're still there, man. Rawls showed that he can run the ball, man.
Yes.
Jimmy Graham, I mean, he can only get better because he was terrible this year compared to his other years, man. Offensive line, man, that's what they need to work on for sure.
Yeah.
They need to protect Russell Wilson, man.
They'll get it. They will definitely get Russell all the protection he needs, man.
That should be first priority, man. First priority is protect your man.
Yeah.
The defense should be fine. The only person I think they're really in danger of losing is Bruce Irvin.
Yeah, Bruce.
I mean,
Bruce want that money.
He's expressed his opinion a lot of times too, man. He wants to play for Ken Norton Jr. again. He said, man, and you know where Ken Norton Jr. is at.
Oh God.
He's in Oakland.
Everybody's going to Oakland. I already knew because I seen him because I was watching the game. Like, the hell is he doing with that black sweater on? I was like, he doesn't even look right. You know what I mean? But it's I'm trying to. I got the damn fire truck.
Whoa, is that Connecticut? What is that? A fire engine?
Yeah, man. I had to cut it down. They loud, man.
Man, with all that damn snow and wetness out there, how you guys even have fires, man?
because people, like they don't know how to drive out here. So, we still got dumb people who drive fast in the snow. So then they get stuck in like a snow embankment and their cars roll over. Man. Like I just heard like a bus rolled over. I'm like, a bus? Like, how do you roll a bus over?
We get nervous out here when we see hail, man.
No, y'all get nervous when y'all see rain.
Out here, man. Well, we get nervous when we see clouds.
He said, oh man, but I know players want to get paid, but I'm seeing a trend where these players they leave and they don't do so hot.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Like I get it. They chase the money tag in. Who else left? It's escaped me. He went to the Patriots. He was a corner for the Patriots. He was with Seattle.
Brandon Browner?
Brandon Browner, yeah.
He's on the Saints now, getting his ass lit up by every receiver in the game.
So you know what? So a lot of people, like they want to go and because
you know what? Because a lot of these guys are system players, man. I mean, Brandon Browner, he was playing in that cover 3, and he's 6'4", 230 pounds, has no business even playing corner. All he had to do was just worry about not getting beat deep. So he just had to line up at 10 and 12 yards and just run fast.
Exactly. And so a lot
when
of
he actually had to go and play in the Patriots, defense, man, and actually had to man up on guys, and he was getting his ass torched. And now he's getting torched with the Saints.
Yep.
Not hating, man. I mean, I think he needs to return to just a base 3 defense, man.
Yes.
He needs to go back to that cover 3.
Yes.
He needs to take his ass back to Seattle. He's probably not wanted, but.
But you know what? But again, when you are playing in the system where you are dominating, and that defense complements your style, you think that you can play any and everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, I could do it.
I mean, I think, man, coming from an athletic background, man, I mean, playing.
look at him.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could say too. You played football before.
Yeah.
Going from a team where you're comfortable at, and people know you personally, to go into a place where nobody knows you.
Yep.
You're the new guy all over again. you're not comfortable with how you used to be. You're not comfortable with your checks, and you're not comfortable with the playbook. You're not comfortable with your coaches. You're not comfortable with the fans. You're not comfortable with the community. You're not, you're the new guy. You don't know anybody. You're out of your comfort zone. You're out of your element. I mean, it's hard to want to win when you're not with your brothers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not to want to win, but to be effective, man, because you're learning everything over again, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when I made the transition from high school football, my high school teammates, to college.
Yeah. And
then being a new, freshman all over again, and having to learn, new stuff, and not being treated like the king I was when I was with my guys, my brothers, and my old coaches that knew me and that treated me differently, to going and being treated like, top shelf to, bottom of the floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it messes with your head, man, and a lot of times, man, those guys can't come back from that. I mean, I'm sure they weren't greeted like worm shits. I mean, I'm sure they were greeted good and everything, but you're still the new guy. You're not playing with your brothers.
Yeah.
I'm sure him and Drew Brees were pretty close. Now he's got Russell Wilson throwing him the ball. It takes time to develop that chemistry, man.
Yeah, because even if you look at where he came from, and you look at Jimmy Graham, so it was like a swap. Like, we'll give you him for him. And, I forget that he was with the, Seattle Seahawks, because he hasn't found his rhythm yet. And you can
people
tell.
People don't understand how mental the game actually is.
Yes.
Man. Any sport, the mental game is pretty much the entire game, man. The physical aspect of the game is only based off what the mental is allowing you physical to do, man.
And you changing cities, like you going from, where you in New Orleans and down south where it's great and it's nice and sunny most of the time, to Washington State where it's rainy it was cloudy all the damn time, where you just want to
you're playing in a dome.
Yes.
And, down in Louisiana, to playing outside in the cold ass rain where it rains every single day, even when it's hot during the summer. I played college ball in Washington, man. So,
oh, wow.
I mean, I know how it is. I played about an hour north of Seattle, and that weather is terrible. That weather will depress the hell out of you.
Damn. Wow.
I mean, when you remember the rain from Forrest Gump, when Forrest Gump said, man, the rain was just coming up from underneath us. That's the type of shit you're going to get when you go to Seattle.
That's crazy. See,
now I can't. You're standing underneath the shower head, man.
Listen, I will take our snow. I will take the 4 seasons. Hell, I can't deal with that cloudy weather, man. And then, they got the highest suicide rate. No, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah. I need my son, man. I mean, I like the cold, man, but only for so long.
Yeah.
That shit starts getting old real fast, especially rain too, man. When you got cold and water on top of it, man.
Yeah. Definitely, man.
So to touch back. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Like I said, you're a guest. Go ahead, man.
I was going to jump, as you said, as you were talking about your team, man, the San Francisco 49ers. New coach Chip Kelly coming in, which I think is a horrible fit.
Thank you.
Anyway, Kaepernick already said he doesn't want to play for the team anymore. He wants to play for the Jets, but I mean, obviously they don't want him in New York. But
they don't need him. They don't need him.
What team do you think best fits Colin Kaepernick at this point?
49ers.
Besides Chip Kelly.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's where would he be able to go? I mean, no other team needs a quarterback. And if you would have said this 2 or 3 years ago, I mean, we could have picked like a handful of teams, but even the teams that need a quarterback won't pick him up because of, one, they have a guy that they're going to try to trust. And then, again, Kaepernick, how long is it going to take for him to develop when he was used to, the 49ers way, when he was used to that type of offense?
Well, if I was to jump out and say a team just off the top of my head, man, I would say the Cleveland Browns. I mean,
but again,
I'll tell you that he's a lot better than Johnny Manziel and Terrell Pryor.
I agree, but again, as a quarterback, do you want to go somewhere where you're going to get the shit beat out of you?
That's true. I mean, but at this point, it's either sink or swim, man. He's got to get out or get lost, man. Because I don't see them keeping him around. Chip Kelly, it's a rough situation with him, man. You got the Rams. I mean, they need a quarterback. Nick Foles. I mean, I don't know what happened to him, man. He fell in the tank.
He been
You
in
got
the Tech.
Texans. Hey, the Texans just want someone at that position at this point because Texans quarterbacks,
Yeah.
they need to get rid of all that. They could have put a punter in all year and had a better year than every quarterback that played for them.
Texans are like the
Browns.
Cleveland Browns, man. Jesus.
I think he's a good. I don't think he's really a good fit anywhere he goes. But I mean,
Nah.
at least the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans have some receivers he can throw to that'll, but at this point, I don't see him being really effective anywhere he goes, especially with how everybody kind of busts him out on his work ethic, man. They said, he never really has his head in the books, man. He's always in the gym.
But you know where he can go. But again, we talk about, people not wanting him because they're trying to force their guy to be that guy. And I hate to say this, he can go to the Cowboys with that offensive line, with Dez Bryant. Anybody will come to Dallas and play running back, and you got Cap back there. Psh, come on now.
I mean, I like Cap, man. I liked him ever since his days at the University of Nevada.
Me too.
It's like at this point, man, I don't know where he can go to be effective. I know where he can go where he could be a starter right away.
Yeah.
Like I said, the Cleveland Browns, Los Angeles, LA's a good. I mean, I think it's a good fit, man. He'll still be in California, and also the Houston Texans, man. I mean, those are the three teams that I would say off the top of my head, man. But who knows, man? Obviously, the Browns are going to get rid of Johnny Manziel after this year. They're not going to keep him around.
Nah, he's already gone. He's already gone.
Yeah. Terrell Pryor is a receiver now. I don't see anybody else in Cleveland that could take that starting role, man. So I think his best bet, man, would be something like that. I mean, if he wants to wear those ugly ass uniforms.
Nah, but Cleveland, Cleveland gonna draft a quarterback. You know how they do.
Yeah.
They're gonna waste their pick on a quarterback, even though they need a running back, even though they need a D lineman, even though they need a lot of stuff. They're gonna go and get a quarterback. It never fails. Never fails.
Yeah, I want to see Cap succeed though, man. I hope he does good, man. But I don't even want to see him stay in San Francisco at this point, just because of all the disrespect he got from the fans, man. People burning his jersey and shit online and booing him on the field, booing him off the field, just disrespecting him, man. I wouldn't want to play for people that treated me like that. You know what I mean?
You know what? But again, fans
are going to be fans no matter what.
Yeah, but you know what? But people got to cut, Cap some slack, because you go through, two coaches, and you got a coach who believed in you, who was a quarterback's type of coach. And then you got a defensive minded coach. And then even a year when we went 8-8, he knew Harbaugh was leaving, so he couldn't really get in his rhythm. It was horrible. It was horrible.
Again to what I said, man, about the mental part of the game, man. Just mentally, man.
Yeah, it is.
He's got to get back to having fun, man. I mean, shit, maybe even go spend a year in Baltimore under Harbaugh's brother, man. I mean, have fun again, and then maybe go somewhere else. But I mean, I'm sure he doesn't want to be a backup.
Nah. But what's the name?
He definitely can't go play for the University of Michigan.
If he could, he would. If he could, he would, man. He could. But I just write it out, Cap, one more year and then leave and go wherever. If it's not working, go.
Test it out. If I was Chip Kelly, I would push them to keep Cap. I'd try to make men's on things, man, and heal things there, and see what he could do in my offense, because he's built for that offense.
Yes.
I would also go out and try to get Reggie Bush back one more year, man, because I think together in that offense, man, they could be nasty, man.
Nah, we go.
I mean, if Reggie Bush could stay healthy, but I mean, I don't think the other little running back they got is good for that
Carlos
system,
Hyde?
no, man. Yeah, Carlos Hyde.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's straight.
I don't see him. I mean, he's good, but I don't see him as a good fit for the offense, man. I mean, that offense is built for speed, man.
He's all right. He's good.
I mean,
because Frank Gore.
Jared Hayne is a guy I want to see break out next year. I like Jared Hayne.
Yeah. But
and he just needs to learn how to hold on to the damn football.
Yeah, he needs to learn how to be a football player. Yeah, you're right. But
yeah.
So,
sure.
Now,
So what is oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Like I
Go
said,
ahead, man. I was. Are you still going to touch on that same subject, or are you going to jump on?
No, I'm gonna jump on. I'm gonna move on 49ers. You know, they
Okay.
whatever.
So what I was gonna jump on was Pro Bowl, man. I watched it this year for the first time in like
30
2
years.
years, I think, and it was horrible, man.
I didn't watch. I could have told you that. If you listen to the podcast, you could have known that.
Man,
Come on, dog.
It's to a point now to where they just
It's flag football.
They have two. We might as well have a flag football game. Make a weekend out of it. Have a flag football game. Do something. You don't need to be out there in pads, man. I mean, you see how many replacements they had.
Yo, my boy.
I mean,
had
like you said too. Like it's basically flag football, but I mean, it's at the point now to where I think that they just need to shut the game off, not do the game.
Yep.
Maybe just go to Hawaii and do a parade, man.
Yo, like
announce all the players up to the podium, give them whatever it is they want to give them. Maybe have a flag football game or a celebrity flag football game, something
I said
stupid
this,
to get the fans going, and then that's it, man.
I said the same thing. I said the same thing. I said just make it a festive, make it a festival. Make
do it like how they did the Super Bowl city, man.
Yeah,
the Pro Bowl city, man. Just have it in Hawaii.
Exactly, and and just go from there.
Don't have a game. Just introduce everybody up to the podium. You don't have any replacements, so you have the first pick for every team. Introduce everybody up to the podium. Give them, whatever it is you're going to give them, certificate, a trophy, whatever the hell they get, and then, hey, that's
Keep
it.
moving.
Have a flag football game or something. I mean, have some type of, you got to have something.
Yeah. Well, a few weeks ago.
I like how they used to do the Rock and Jock Super Bowl. Remember when MTV?
Yeah, it's old school, man.
Remember that year when Nelly used to come on and kill everybody?
Yo, damn. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I would like to see something more like that. Just, have the teams mixed with players and celebrities, man. Let them have a little flag football game or something.
But we had two suggestions. My suggestion was, and this is sound crazy, but have football players who were used to play, who can still play, some like veterans, have them work out, have them try out, make a team, and then have it be against some younger players. So it could be the veterans.
Like freshmen versus sophomores.
Yeah. And then have it during the Hall of Fame week, do something like that. But my boy, he had the best suggestion. He was like, yo, listen, just get 2 more teams. Just the NFL get 2 more teams and cut trying to stretch the game, get 2 more teams, expansion teams, and that way you don't have to worry about a Pro Bowl, So I was like, that's a damn good idea. So.
Yeah, you could do that. I mean.
Yeah, I could have.
Anything's better than having to sit through and watch what the hell that was.
Yeah, I could have told you that. Yeah, I could have told you that.
Quarter, it was like tag off or something.
Yeah, it
come
was.
on, man.
And then
I don't want to watch that shit.
And then when Bennett scored a touchdown, I was like, "Come on, this is stupid."
Yeah, man. At that point, that's when I turned it off, man. They let his ass score. I was like, "What kind of shit is this, man?"
This is not the special need kid. Who they letting score because he never got a chance to play senior. Come on, give him a walk-off touchdown. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Come on with that shit. Who cares if he's from Hawaii, man?
Yeah, he is.
He's a defensive player, man. He lives in Hawaii or something. I don't know if he's from there.
He could have lived outside the damn stadium. It don't matter. That shouldn't happen. You know what I mean? It don't matter. This is horrible. It was horrible. But so. Since we talking about all-star teams, all-star games, the basketball, the NBA all-star game, what do you think that's going to be like?
I don't ever really watch NBA basketball, whatever it is. All-star games, man.
Yo, that is the best.
Hey, man, basketball not really my sport, man. I'm not really into the All-Star Week for basketball, man.
Oh, no, that's the best, man.
Hey, man, I like watching the playoffs and finals, and I watch the Warriors from time to time, man, with basketball. I like it, man, but it's just not my sport.
Not your sport? Yeah.
Nope.
I know you're more of an MMA guy, right? MMA, football. Soccer.
Yeah, nowadays, man, I don't watch soccer, man. I don't know one person who would want to sit in front of a TV and watch dudes kick around the football for 3 hours. And
Hold
have the
on.
score end in
How you Mexican
0-0.
and you don't like soccer, man?
Man,
Huh?
I'm American.
You-
I just so happen to be from Mexican descent.
Nah, man. Yo, it's in your blood, Holmes. It's in your blood,
I mean,
Holmes.
it's fun to play, and I play the hell out of some FIFA, but I can't sit there and watch that shit, man.
Oh, man.
I was
One
brought
of-
up on football, man.
One of your cousins gonna be
Wrestling, man.
one of your cousins gonna be listening like, "Orderly Holmes, what the
Ah.
hell, cabron?" You know, they're gonna be pissed at you.
Man, let me turn it around and ask you what you think about the All-Star Games for the NBA, man.
I love it. I mean,
Love it.
it's like one of the best All-Star games because you can actually have the best players play their game. Like, you know, NFL,
Yeah,
you
true.
can't have like somebody like, you know, like a Ed Reed back in the day, you know, smacking somebody, you know, like you can't see like two of the top
Like
hitters.
Derek Johnson did it 3 years ago when they let them play 100%. Remember
Yeah.
he had Jamal Charles coming up the middle?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
but they're not going to do
didn't
that.
like that too much.
Like, you're not going to see a Luke Kuechly, you know, smack somebody, you know, like that because again, you know,
Yeah.
they want to save the guys, but the NBA is like going to the park, just watching everybody play hustle, just like go. And it's
Yeah.
like, yo, let's do this. And it's on a bigger stage. So that's why I like it. Cause they can actually ball. Cause, you know, first 3 quarters, you know, they trying to run their plays, but fourth quarter is like, yo, let's go. Give me the ball. And they just get it. So I like it. And plus you know, you got the dunk contest, you got 3-point contest. So, you know, you can actually measure who was the best at what in NFL All-Star game. Like, you can't measure who the best running back by having a race. Like, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, you can't measure
Yeah.
who was the best hitter, you know, or who the best tackler. The only thing that you can measure in an All-Star when it comes to football is who can throw farther and who can kick farther. Point blank.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah,
I mean,
definitely
maybe
watch it, man.
Who could catch the best too, man?
Yeah. You know,
Them
but
receivers were making some nice catches, man.
yeah, but you
Like I
but you
said, though,
can't.
man, it's too watered down, man.
Mm-hmm. But
I don't
again,
wanna watch that
but
shit
you-
where dudes is just tagging off, man.
yeah, but you know, but when you watching somebody make a catch, it's more of an instinct. You know, when you watching somebody in a competition catch a ball, it's not appealing like somebody that has to catch a one-handed grab. You know what I'm saying? So
It's almost like they should just do like a 7-on-7, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is. Because the
Yeah.
linemen, they can't even touch the quarterback. Once they tag off on them, it's over.
yeah. But definitely, yo, listen, check out the NBA All-Star game. And then, you know, and then it's Kobe last game, and you know, so you know,
Hey,
then,
I'll watch it for you.
thank you, man.
Just so
Appreciate
I
it.
could jump back on here and talk with you about it.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
I'll watch the dunk contest.
Yeah, see,
For
yeah.
sure. I'll watch the dunk contest. I ain't gonna promise I'll watch every minute of the actual game, but the
Nah.
dunk contest, I
So-
will watch the three-point contest. I'll
So
watch
this
it.
is what you do. So I'm gonna help you out. Watch the third quarter on. Watch the third
Okay.
quarter on because that's when you start to see them getting like a little more loose because you know they gotta let people, you know, they gotta kind of mix it up. At the third quarter, that's when it's like, yo, let's go. You know, so
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, for sure. So on that same note too, Hall of Fame yesterday. I mean, was it just me, or did you enjoy when Tom Brady came out and every person in the stadium
Booed.
just gave him shit?
Listen, I like Tom Brady. Like if my boy Chris was here, he hates Tom Brady. I like
I
Tom
don't
Brady.
dislike him. I just love when he gets booed, man.
Why?
Hey,
Man? Why?
Oakland fans will never forget that bullshit tuck rule.
Oh, there you go. He always got to bring it back to Oakland.
If that damn tuck rule was real, then Peyton Manning would have had 2 of them yesterday.
Yo, listen, man. Listen.
Get the hell out of here with the tuck rule.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
I would call you
A tuck
E40.
rule.
I would call
I
you
don't give a
E40 because every time we talk about football, yo, you got to go back to the Bay, yo, because you always go back
Hey.
to the Bay. Yo.
Got to.
Oh
to,
my
man.
God. Oh yeah.
I'll never forget that shit. It's not even just that. It's just that. It's just he's so much of the poster boy, pretty boy for the NFL that every time he gets touched, the NFL makes a new rule which you can't do with the quarterback. And you know that shit too.
Yeah. Listen, yo. Usually, like, I don't like the poster boys for NFL, but I like Tom Brady. I don't know why. Like,
I'm
like
not hating on him as a football player. I think he's a great football player. I think he's behind Joe Montana, the best quarterback to ever play the game. But like I said, man, I'll never forget that tuck rule, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's.
But I mean, like I said though, I love when he gets booed, man. I don't think there was a person in that stadium that was cheering for his ass yesterday. And on that note of the Hall of Fame, though, let's jump past Brady. On that note of the Hall of Fame, man, something that I seen yesterday jump up was T.O. was trying to plead his case of why he should be inducted into the Hall of Fame, man.
He's gonna get there.
Only thing he could really say was his numbers don't lie, you know.
Yeah.
Watching him develop, man, I remember seeing him as a rookie in San Francisco, man. And, you know, coming from or being from being a quiet dude his first couple of years in the league, seemed real respectful, man. To making that catch in the playoffs against the Packers and completely changing his whole image, man. And you know, starting to become T.O. I don't know. I'm kind of like iffy. I'm not iffy, but I'm like more 50-50. I think his numbers don't lie. I think his numbers should definitely get him into the Hall of Fame, man. But I think the NFL's just going to kind of have to wait a few years and let everything blow over with him, man, because people still don't forget of how his character is, man.
He's gonna really, he's gonna get in, but I think that a lot of people.
You got to think of who are the people that are voting for him. The people that are voting for the Hall of Famers is the same people who didn't like his attitude on every single team he was on, man. So they're gonna hold a grudge because I'll guarantee you that he won't be in the next 5 to 8 years.
Yeah.
They're gonna make him wait and sweat it out, and then
they ain't gonna let him in. Yeah, but either way, he's going. I mean, his antics, were a little bit too much. But again, numbers don't lie.
The thing with me is I never had a problem with how he played. I think he could still be playing right now, man. If he would have never been blackballed out of the league, man, I think he could still be playing right now. I think he would have been the greatest receiver of all time. If he could have just kept it together in the locker room, man. Cause like I said, I don't mind players, speaking out or whatever, or being loud on the field, man. But when it gets to the point to when you're, breaking up the team and causing problems behind the scenes, man, with your teammates, with your brothers, man, that's when it becomes a problem, man.
Yeah, I agree. I
mean, his playing speaks for itself. He'll get in, man, but I think they're going to let him sweat it out for a little while.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, him and Ocho Cinco. That's your fault.
Another one I wanted to talk about, man. Ocho Cinco, man. What do you think about your boy Ocho Cinco, man?
He's gonna have to wait a long time. He don't have the numbers to get in the Hall of Fame. He don't have the numbers. He don't have quite enough numbers to plead his case at this point. But nope.
His story is a little bit different, man. I mean, he was blackballed out of the league because he put his hands on his wife, man. But I mean, I think they're gonna make him wait a long time if he ever even does get in, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I think Ocho Cinco's another guy that could still be playing right now, man.
Yeah, well, again, when you affect the team, nobody don't want to.
People always said that he was a good teammate, man. He was just a distraction on the field, man. Like even Carson Palmer said, he said he never caused problems in the locker room. He was always a good teammate. He just once he hit the field, he became Ocho Cinco, man. I mean.
Well,
I can't even lie though, man. I love Ocho Cinco is one of my favorite players, man. I mean, I miss that shit, man.
I thought it was good. I would love to see.
I miss the blonde
Mohawk.
The Mohawk, man. I miss the custom cleats, man. I miss the custom gloves. I miss the putting green, man. Putting the football. I miss the dancing, but.
What when you look at what he done for the game, like people are able to do. What they're doing now because of him. Because when you think about it, nobody could wear those type of cleats or you'll get fined. Like you had to be within like the NFL uniform protocol. But because of him, you could wear these type of cleats. Because of him, you could dance like this, and you can do what you want to do because of Ocho Cinco. But again, like I said, his influence on the game is different from being a productive player to make it to the Pro Bowl. I mean, the Hall of Fame. I'm sorry, and I don't think he did enough to make the Hall of Fame. So when he wore that jacket, I think he cursed himself. Remember when he was on the sideline and he put that jacket on? Like, that's when he kicked himself right in
yeah.
the ass. But
Yeah.
I liked him
Almost
too.
Like he was mocking him, man.
Yeah. Well, hey,
Like I said though, if I could do it, I'd put him in, man. I think he deserves to be there.
he's gonna go to somebody Hall of Fame, probably the Bengals Hall of Fame, but he won't make the NFL
Yeah,
Hall
maybe
of Fame.
he should just sign with the WWE like T Rose did and be in the WWE Hall of Fame.
No, man, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Another one I want to jump on, man. What about the NFL draft, man? Any plays you excited to see, man? Where they end up, or
It's just it's
first
only.
off, let me jump on Adrian Peterson, man. Do you think he's finally going to get his wish and get traded to Dallas next year? Because he's been trying to get traded to Dallas for the last 3 years.
If
man.
I was the Vikings, I'll move on with them. They don't need them. They're not winning with
They
them.
don't.
You
Yeah.
know, they don't.
Especially with the talent that running back that's in the draft this year.
Yeah. Well, I'm
I
needing.
think they should trade him, get some value, man, get a couple of draft picks or something, man, and then just let it go on because he's been there, 8 years, and they haven't even gotten close to winning anything with him. I mean,
They was an NFC championship, but he fumbled twice. So, but
he could be replaced with someone else that's probably half the money, especially right now, man, because it's a passing league, man.
yeah,
And they got a lot of talent at receiver, man. A lot of young talent.
exactly. And they can get a running back who can run, who can get the ball for 20 times a game and just still do what he gotta do. So and let him go to Dallas.
And free agency too, man.
Yeah, exactly. But to answer your question about the draft, I think that I'm excited to see what Zeke Elliott and to see where Derrick Henry gonna go, and also Braxton Miller. But other than that, I don't. There's no one who really steps you, who really jumps out at me. It's like, oh, I want to see what they're gonna do. Just those three right there, and that's basically it. That's it.
Man, like I don't really see too many either, man. I mean, like you said, Derrick Henry. I want to see where he ends up, man.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think he'll be a better NFL running back than Ezekiel Elliott. Just depends on where he ends up, man. Big statement, and I'm sticking by it too, man.
But where do you think he would go to flourish in their system?
In their system?
Mm-hmm.
Man, let me see.
Oakland?
No, I don't. We don't.
Yo, what on that?
We don't need them in Oakland, man. We don't need them in Oakland, man. Not at all. I'm thinking more of I'd like to see him end up on a team like the Denver Broncos, man, or maybe even the Packers, man. I mean, it's a long shot for him to end up on the Packers, but Eddie Lacy, in my opinion, is sloppy as hell right now, man. So
well, they're gonna give him one more shot. They're gonna let him, lose that weight, and then if he loses it,
I think even if he gets picked up by a team like the Patriots, man, he could flourish in that system too. Just because Tom Brady can take so much distraction off him,
Yeah, because you saw what they did to LeGarrette Blount, so it could work.
Yep, of course. I think they're gonna have a late pick, so he might be gone by then.
Yeah, you are totally right, man. You are totally right. So since we got a few more minutes, is there any other topics that you want to touch? Is there anything else that you want to say?
My sleeper of this year's NFL draft. I mean, I don't know if it's much of a sleeper, but Jalen Ramsey, man, cornerback DB from Florida State. I think he could be the next Charles Woodson, man.
Man, he ain't no sleeper. Everybody looking at him. They said that he gonna be like. Well, they said he was like the next Deion Sanders, and I'm telling you what, he was good.
In my opinion, if he ends up on the right team, man, he could do big things. Man.
Yeah.
In his rookie year.
Yeah. Because
I think he's got the talent, man.
Yeah.
He could play. He's versatile, man. He could return kicks and punts. He could play safety. He could play running back. He could play cornerback. He could kick the damn ball off.
You said sleeper. I'm thinking somebody. I thought you were gonna say somebody out of like North Illinois. They're no sleeper.
Nobody ever gives defensive players, man, any credit, man.
Listen,
I had to jump on that quick, man.
Let me tell you, if they get him, could you imagine him playing in like Seattle or something? You know, like that'd be crazy.
Man.
Or like, you know, seeing him.
In that system, man. Oh my God.
I'm trying to think.
I think he would be nice in a system like that, man. I mean, he'd look nice. He'd look nice in the silver and black too, though, man. I mean,
listen, he can go anywhere. He can go anywhere. He can go anywhere.
We definitely need a safety. So, I mean, we'll see what happens, man. We got to replace Charles Woodson, man. So I'm hoping we can get somebody.
Listen, he can go anywhere, but you know
he'll be gone top 5 for sure.
He better be. He better be.
Yeah, for sure. He'll end up on the team like the Jaguars or something. But I mean, he's a Florida native. I mean, you know.
Yeah. True.
Might fit right in, man. So, you know, the first 5 teams to pick in this year's draft are the Titans, Browns, Chargers, Cowboys, and Jaguars. So, I mean, hey, he could even end up on a team like the Cowboys, man. Become Deion Sanders there, man, and Deion Sanders' old stomping ground.
Yeah, and they already got a young corner anyway, so you know, so that'll be interesting, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, hey, even with the Tennessee Titans, man, if Derrick Henry or Ezekiel Elliott could jump on there and team up with Mariota, man, they got some good receivers down there too. I mean, some sleepers.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd be a good fit there. I mean, the Browns may even they might even be gone 1 and 2, man. Browns and Titans got first 2 picks, and neither one of them got a set running back. So I mean,
the Browns. That's a joke. What a joke.
They could be the next Jim Brown.
Yeah, okay. See, now you tripping.
Hey, Ezekiel Elliott, man, from the Midwest. He ends up on the Cleveland Browns, man, and sell a lot of jerseys, man.
Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Yeah. He said Jim
He's
Brown.
got Alex Mack blocking for him, though.
Yeah, but, you know, still. So.
But, like, hey, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I
was just going to say, I'd rather see one of them end up on a team that can actually, you know, get them somewhere their rookie year, but that's not going to happen. So.
Yeah. Well, we'll see, man. We will definitely see, man.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
We'll definitely see, man. But you know, like I said, I definitely appreciate you up here, man.
Yeah, for sure, anytime, man. Like I mean, as long as it doesn't interfere with my gym time, man. I'm good.
Oh yeah, as long as it doesn't interfere with your long walks on the beach and. You know, you take your shirt off in the.
Hey man, as long as it doesn't interfere with my time sitting out in the backyard sunbathing.
Here we go. See,
nice California weather, man.
See, you know, you lucky that I like that new California song. I've been getting that work from California. So, but yeah, man. But yeah, like I said, I mean, I had a great time, you know, now you know what it's about, and you know, I can see, I have to get you now before you get your own little podcast, and then, you know, you be too big for, man. You know, talk to me.
Yeah, that's where we're aiming, man. So,
yeah,
I mean, you can be my guest as well, man. Shit.
Yeah, cause you're gonna definitely be up there, man.
Quick too.
What's up?
Quick too. Who's your pick? Your 2 top teams, one AFC, one NFC to represent in the Super Bowl next year. Who do you think?
Man, I am. Damn, you. Packers.
Yeah. Okay, good pick.
The Broncos.
Broncos again? You think so?
Listen, I didn't think they was gonna make it this year. I had the Colts and the Seahawks.
Yeah.
That was my pick.
At the beginning of the year, I picked a repeat. Man, I picked the Patriots and the Seahawks to repeat this year, but it didn't go too good.
I mean, Patriots almost made it.
They both made it to the end, man.
Yeah.
They both lost. Yeah. But if I was to pick it next year, man, I would have to say Patriots for the AFC. I think they're going to do it next year. I think Calvin Johnson goes to the Patriots and gets his trade and gets himself to the Super Bowl with Tom Brady. NFC, I'll go, man, I think, it's going to be a tough one, man, but I'm saying the Panthers, man. I'm saying the Panthers are going to get back.
Yeah.
They had a few Pro Bowls on defense, man. As long as if they could bring back Josh Norman, man, or if they could franchise tag him something, man, and get him back for at least another year. Like I said, I don't see them getting any worse, man. Cam Newton's gonna put that bad game behind him. He's gonna get better from here, and he's gonna get his main receiver back, Kelvin Benjamin, and I want to see him getting better, man.
I mean, like I said,
I'm saying Panthers Patriots next year.
Panthers Patriots. Okay, like I said, I mean, I'm not disputing that, but I just think that I just see the Packers just getting better. But I think that they will meet whoever goes to the Super Bowl on the NFC. They have to see the Panthers. So you guys see the Panthers, but so that's my pick right now. But it probably will change in a few more weeks, though.
I want to see at least how free agency and the draft goes, man. So I start making decisions. But I'm going to say now, if I had to pick today, I'd say Patriots and Panthers, man.
Okay.
I think they're gonna put it back together out there in New England, man. As much as I hate to say it, man.
I hope so. I sure hope so.
As long as the Raiders make the playoffs next year.
Here we go. Since you plug in something and since you get your little shout out.
I was gonna tell you those two, man. Another good quarterback, I think, a sleeper for Chip Kelly to bring in to try out his offense, man, in San Francisco, man, would be the kid Brian Bennett from Southeast Louisiana State, man. His old quarterback before Marcus Mariota ran him out of Oregon.
Shit.
He's on the practice squad, I think, right now with the Colts. So I mean, Chip Kelly could bring him in at any time, man. Watch his highlight tapes, man. I remember watching him at Oregon. He was either a junior or a senior when he transferred to Southeast Louisiana.
What's his name?
When they got Brian Bennett.
Okay.
Check him out on YouTube. He knows the offense. He's athletic. He reminds me a lot of, I'd say, who could I compare him to right now? Probably nobody, because there's not really too many white guys that can run.
Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers.
No, he's more athletic than that.
Oh, wow.
He's an athlete. He used to run. I think he used to play safety too in high school. But he's a sleeper, I think, man. He knows Chip Kelly's offense, man. I think that Blaine Gabbert's not the answer in San Francisco.
No.
So, I mean, I think they should at least bring that dude in for a training camp. Like I said, he's with the Colts right now, I think, on the practice squad. But he could run that offense, man. I mean, I think he's a better bet definitely than Blaine Gabbert. So, I mean, but yeah, dude could run, man. I'd almost throw him in there with like a 6'2" version of Cam Newton, 6'2", maybe 215.
Well, I might definitely check him out, man.
Real athletic and can throw the ball, and he's got the experience in Chip Kelly's offense already too. So I mean, I see him coming in as a sleeper, man. If they can bring him in. Okay,
cool, man, cool. So before we go, could you let the fans know or listeners know where they can reach you? What's your what's your Twitter and all that?
Like I said before, the Twitter is 21 Derek Diaz, and then the Instagram is Derek Diaz 21. It's just backwards. I mean, if anybody wants to put their input and feedback, man, just let me know.
Cool, man. Cool.
We can all get on here and argue, man.
Here we go.
And debate.
Yeah, I like that.
So
well, we'll see. Well,
you need to get Rob on here, man, so we could take Rob on one.
Yeah, because he would have disagreed with the whole Cam Newton situation.
He would have disagreed with everything.
But that's how
he would have said, yeah, we don't want to hear about the Steelers anyway.
Yo, I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to hear this. Rob, if you're listening, you're going to have to get up here. You're going to definitely have to be up here, man.
Yeah, definitely the next one, man. We all got to get on here, man. So. There's going to be a lot of topics to talk about coming up.
Yeah, man.
We need to mix it up.
But, again, man, I definitely appreciate you being on, man. And,
appreciate you having me, man.
Like I say, this is not your last time up here, but, we're gonna definitely talk more, man. And especially when it comes to MMA, because my boy Chris, he's big into it. So, you and him could really go at
I'll
it,
talk
man.
MMA. I'll talk MMA all night, man. I mean, MMA, boxing, kickboxing,
Yes,
whatever you want, man.
Yeah, that's his.
I'm game.
That's
game,
his
my
thing,
man.
man. That's his thing. But
See, that's the thing though. Is you don't watch MMA, man. So
I
you can
watch
start
it.
watching so you can start getting in on the conversation.
I just don't know when to come on, man. It's not like it used to be. It's everywhere.
Man, come on, man. There's events on every week.
You know, I'm gonna start. I will start.
Good sport to get into, man. If you're into competition, man.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna definitely start. But you know, again, we're gonna say this for another podcast episode. But again, fans, everybody, appreciate your love. Thanks for listening. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton, the world's greatest amateur, and that's your cue.
California Derek, baby.
There you go. California Derek.
Hey,
yeah, I like that.
We're over here in the 80-degree weather, baby.
Nah, whatever. See, you know what's never. Whatever. All right, man. Peace.
All right, bro.